Hello everyone, LRon here with part 66 of my Total Terraria World Annihilation. So I guess I should give a point of clarification. When I said shave off years in the tail end of the previous video, I was referring to cutting off when I would die. So if you assume that a human lives to be 100 years, then shaving off 5 years did not mean I played for 5 years. It meant that I will adjust my death point to 95 instead of 100. Going back and listening to that again, it sounded like it could have been misinterpreted, so I decided to clarify that. So, I guess that's everything that should be said on the Demon Souls front, and I should move on to discussing another front. So my next little project is actually a indie game called Undertale. A few individuals have been pestering me for more than a month now to go out and play it. So now I'm finally giving in, mainly to make them leave me alone about it. Because I still have my backlog of other games that I need to do, and supposedly it's a short game. You can do it in like 7 or 8 hours, supposedly. So I'm gonna just knock it out of the way and get the people to leave me alone about it. So I've given that a start. I'm a couple hours into it. It's amusing. I can say that much at this point. It's certainly not $10 amusing. I don't know how cheap it gets during like summer sales, but it might be worth picking up during the summer sales if you don't have access to it on someone's family share. And then of course it seems like a really good game to just watch a Let's Play of, because there's no voices at all in the game at all, so, you know, it's all text driven, so, you know, for the dialogues in game. So the Let's Play model would actually work out really good with that, because, you know, the problem with Let's Plays tends to be that, you know, like games that are very vocal, dialogue driven, is, you know, the person doing the Let's Play talks over the person that's, you know, talking in the game. That always annoys me. So this seems to be designed to be good for watching someone play online. Yeah, one of the things I like about it is it's very punny, and you know, like, you know, kind of just slapstick joke styles and whatnot. So, you know, despite the fact that, you know, it's got, you know, indie level graphics, and, you know, kind of like a hybrid of Pokemon and skill challenge style combat. Like, you know, everything's kind of like a weird little mini game when it comes to defense, and then just the general interface is a little Pokemon-y when it comes to the your queuing up your actions and whatnot. And there's a bit of a weird dynamic to it. that I'm not sure if I like or not. I probably like certain elements of it and don't like other elements, but basically there are some things that if you do them, the game will remember it, even if you load or quit or, you know, various other stuff. So there are certain, and it, you know, like the progress and everything rewinds properly, but it remembers, you know, that you had attempted to do certain things and whatnot, despite loading to a physical save that came about before making those choices or decisions. So, you know, it kind of creeped me out the first time I noticed that, but it kind of gives you this sense that you gotta be careful what you choose, because it's going to actually make a difference even if you decide to load, which seems even scarier than a perpetual auto-saving system like, you know, Terraria, or kinda like Demon Souls, I guess, but Demon Souls wasn't perpetual. You could abuse the formula for it. A word of advice that one of the people that pestered me gave was, if you're ever going to do the pacifist run, have that be your very first run. I'm guessing that that's, you know, permanency stuff has to do with that somehow, which kind of implies that that stuff carries over between playthroughs as well, which kind of doubles the scariness of it all. And in terms of the story itself, I'll just mention what you would know if you watched the opening movie sequence. So, yeah, it's pretty much as unspoilery as you can get with that. So, the world has this pit, and inside the pit is a bunch of monsters that are trapped inside. And you're a kid that fell into the pit and is looking for the one special way out. And so that's all I'll say about that story-wise. I don't plan on making any YouTube content for it, but I'm sure there's plenty of Let's Plays out there. So if it sounds like something that would interest you, feel free to check it out and see if it's worth continuing to watch whoever stream you watch, or go out and play it for yourself. Either way. You know, I was hoping that this would have taken a minute longer to talk about, but I guess that's all I have to say on that. I still have like 8 minutes of video in the cohort in the next video. Back to filibustering, it seems. Well, yes, that'd probably be a good thing to shave off a couple minutes, but definitely can't get into that during this video, so I guess I'll have to save that for next video, but at least that means I now have something to say, and fortunately we're getting to the point where it would be a little more acceptable for me to cut it off in this video, so in that case I will see you next video.